waiting. Yeah, nobody knows who I am on. It's the first time I actually ever went live on YouTube, and it's probably not the best place to talk about it with all this wind. Oh, let's get the sidewalk. It's definitely a sidewalk over here. So right now I'm walking around in Miami, Coral Gables, and of course, if you read the title, it's how I went from a truck driver to a full-time real estate investor. And we go like start off with this, right? And it's crazy because I think I got a video on here on my page to show how I even got my truck driving license for free. I didn't have to pay for it. So maybe I'll go over that quick backstory on how I even became a truck driver. I had worked for Publix for like 11 years. And after 11 years, they finally fired me. And it was bittersweet because y'all had one of the best schedules that you could find. I was working Monday through Thursday. I loved it. I never had to take. I never took vacations because every weekend felt like a vacation. They was trying to get rid of me, and I actually helped them out a whole lot. I was doing my unapologetically black stuff, and it didn't work out like that. They did not like the unapologetically black stuff, and they fired me, and rightfully so, because you can't come to somebody else's company and start making up rules for their company. They got a Fortune 500 company, which is amazing. I did love Publix when I was there, but like I said, it was bittersweet. They were still holding me back, but a lot of the money that I made at working for Publix for 11 years, I used that to invest in real estate. But before I got into real estate, I had to get a job. I had to get a real job. We're going to go cut through there. You got to see these people's backyard. It's really nice. So we're being nosy right now, walking through this neighborhood in Coral Gables. And it's really nice back here. Yeah, the cut actually goes all the way out to where that main street where Walgreens is. So it's just like a little cut that we're walking through. And so, so I was looking for another job after I got fired from Publix, but I wanted to pick up a trade. Now me, if I knew a little bit better back then, I probably wouldn't have picked up trucking. I like picking up jobs that nobody wants to work. So I would definitely pick up a plumbing job, easy. But it was gonna take maybe like a couple years, and I got kids, so I didn't really have a couple years to be able to sit back and not make any money. And I knew really fast that if I was to go into trucking, and I'm a convicted felon on top of that. So I was like, I need a job where they're not gonna discriminate with convicted felons. Even though my charges from a long time ago, I still had the charges. Yeah, this is somebody's backyard, and it is beautiful. Their backyard is amazing. Like, oh yeah, a hammock. Like it's like a little walk through. I don't even call it jungle. I don't want to be disrespectful. It's a garden, but it's like I forgot what else they call it. But like, so just to stay on topic, I needed a job where they didn't discriminate. People told me, yo, you could be a truck driver in less than a month, and you get paid pretty good as soon as you get out there truck driving. So I actually went to this place, the first place, and I asked them about driving trucks, and this lady had recommended me this one school. I really got my truck driving license in like 3 weeks. The school was like super fast. I had nothing to do. And the only problem was that I had to wait a little bit for the program because I had to be out of a job for like 3 to 4 months before I could take the class. Took the class, got my truck driving license in less than 3 weeks. It could have been 2 weeks, but I did not get the permit. I wasn't even supposed to start that class without a permit. But they probably wasn't handling things perfectly anyways, and that's probably why that school is no longer there. Kind of wish they was still there. It's a great school. Pretty cool with, and kept in contact with a lot of guys I went to that school with. But yeah, I went there. I started truck driving, and my first job as a truck driver was waste management. A waste pro. I hated that job. I was working 14 to 16 hours a day, and it was hell. So I'm working 14 to 16 hours a day, but I needed the money. I hadn't worked in like 6 months, and I remember one of my instructors told me when I was taking the class for driving trucks, because I did not want to leave the state. I wanted to work local, but it's kind of hard to get a local truck driving job when you're just starting out. But my instructor told me, he said, hey, if they really need drivers, they don't care if you don't have the exact experience. I ended up finding a truck driving job that did not care that I didn't have that much experience. They took a chance on me, and I went crazy. We had 2-day runs that was local, that was regional. I wouldn't say regional, that was in Florida. I was getting so nice with it. Uh, I used to finish those 2 day runs in like a day. I might have like one more store that I might have to drop stuff to in the morning, just because they didn't want me to unload it at night. And then I would still stay overnight at the hotel just so I get paid extra. And with all that money I made from driving trucks uh, for those two companies, all I did was pay off all my debt. I didn't have that option like uh, I have the option like nowadays. You can find people who can clean off your credit, maybe $1,500. I got a lady, and she'll clean off everything off your credit for the most part. I didn't have that option, which I do like the fact that I did work hard and just pay off my debt. I feel like it helped me build character. So I definitely like the fact that I did do that. So I just paid off all my debt, started learning more about credit, building my credit, and I took a lot of money out of my public stock, which was great. When I took that money out of my public stock, I used that money to. That is a huge lizard. Yeah, it's dead. Um, I took that money and I used it for a huge down payment on my first house, which is almost like 2 acres in central Orlando. Yo, that house is so big. It's so much land there. I don't even know what to do with it. That's basically where all my money comes from. Basically from that one house, house that I'm probably never gonna ever lose or sell. But it does have a sale price on it. They get mad when they ask me about my sale price on a house. And if they knew how much money I made off that house, they would leave me alone or give me what I'm asking for, because they could actually easily, how long it's gone, they could easily take that house and sell it for. They could put 2 or 3 houses on that same lot without having to go through too much zoning. Actually, my neighbor next to me, he has like almost 3 acres, and he's about to put 10 houses on his lot. Try to do a joint venture with him. For some odd reason, they don't want to work with me. I make plenty of money from my house, so if they never want to do it, it's okay. But to stay on topic again, sorry about this. Uh, I bought my first house, and when I bought my first house, immediately I moved in my girl with her kids, and we had just had a child, and I moved in my little brother. Now, we always paying rent at the house. She paid her fair share. I paid my fair share. He paid his fair share. I think my mortgage at the time was like $1,200. So I think my brother paid $350. She paid $350, and I paid the difference of after that. So maybe like $500. So I got a house. I got this huge house, a 4.2, and I'm paying myself $500 a month for this. And we split bills all 3 ways. Actually, I think we split it 4 ways. He paid 1/4 of it, and then we paid the other 3/4 of it. We was trying to be fair to him, which really they was getting over on me, honestly. Then I think my first tenant that moved in was actually. That's funny because I fell into this real estate actually by accident, making money off house hacking. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just doing it. I think a friend of mine is Ryan, BKA Pocahontas. He needed somewhere to stay. He fell on hard times, and I actually rented him out my shed. I think it was him and my nephew. I don't know which one of them came first. And then anyhow I go, they both ended up renting out the shed for like, I think I rented them the shed for like $250 each or something like that. Now I pay no mortgage. I don't pay any mortgage, and the light bill, I still split that. It's like chump change. Even if it was $400, I might have paid $300 and let everybody else pay. My brother paid $100. But what ends up happening after that, my girl actually got upset with me. We got into a huge argument, and she ended up moving out. To be frank, I put her out. But this is beside the point. And she and her kids got out, and now I have 2 more extra rooms to rent out. I rent those rooms out, and I actually start going up higher on the rates, which is still cheap at like $350. It's almost like 5 years ago. $350 a room. And I'm like, yo, I pay no rent. I don't pay no light bills. I don't even pay phone bills. I have no bills. My cars at the time was paid off cash. So I'm like, wow, I'm making, like, my whole check that comes to me is my whole check. I've never experienced this in life. Like, I don't even remember times like this even when I was an adult staying with my mom or my sister. I kind of felt like I still had to pay some rent over there, and never got to keep my whole check that I can ever remember. But now I get to keep my whole check, and like what I did is I said, you know what? I can cut clothes off this living room and make that into a room. I can close out that dining room and make that into a room. It didn't happen like right then and there. I wish I had somebody pointing and saying, just do that stuff. Because as a owner occupied, they don't care about you having other rooms and stuff there, which is fine. They don't mind. So this is really cool now. So now I got more rooms. And I raised the rates on the rooms. I went from $350 at the lowest, maybe $250 at the lowest, all the way up to like $600-700, doubling that every month for like 4 or 5 different tenants. And it just kept going up because my house is huge. I won't say how many rooms it is now, but the house is huge and it's packed with rooms. I made so much money off that house, I had to turn one of the sheds into a studio. And then I ended up buying another house. I bought like 2 more houses doing the same thing, house hacking. And I made so much money off those. Like, I haven't been to work in 2 years. So house hacking is like one of the easiest and the best things to do. You know, let's go this way. I don't want us to get in front of all this wind. House hacking is like one of the best things, best ways to run up a lot of money when you first get into real estate. And I hear people say it all the time. I'm not trying to fix toilets, not trying to clean toilets. Yo, no, I worked for Publix in my last year or two of working there. I was a janitor for the most part. I was mostly cleaning floors, but I was a janitor. If they asked me to go clean the bathroom, I couldn't tell them no. I wouldn't clean the bathroom, and I was doing that for what, $15 an hour or something like that. Yo, yo, there's no way. I clean these toilets whenever I get a chance. I just had my son clean the. I told you I was a janitor. I don't mind stepping and doing it. I had my son clean the house today for like $20, like, and really just to keep him busy. I could go over there and clean it myself. Normal times I go over there and clean it myself because I'm probably gonna be showing the rooms to some tenants are gonna be coming soon. But I don't see none of my tenants are leaving. I got one tenant leaving this month, and it was because we only gave her a contract to stay there for 1 month. Long story about women renters and stuff, but I ain't getting into that this early in the content. But like, I would definitely say, Waste Pro USA, recycle driver. I remember seeing you in the yard. It's great to know you're prosperous. So, man, salute you too, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what's up. Yo, I got one of my guys from Waste Pro that was here. Yeah. Yo, man, Waste Pro worked me out so much, yo. And, this is what these comments made me so happy, yo. Like, I didn't think anybody knows who the hell I was. But, yeah, man, Waste Pro, I don't really talk a whole lot trash about them, or I try not to talk that much trash about Publix either because, like, yo, they helped me out so much. When I first got fired from Publix and Waste Pro, I talked cash. Yo, I was talking so much crap about these companies, but in hindsight, I'm thankful that Waste Pro and Publix gave me the opportunity to work for them, make some money, and improve my life and help my family. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You always, like, in hindsight, like, yo, you're more apologetic now and understand why companies do things, especially with me running my own company now. Like, I appreciate so much more of life. But this is supposed to be a sad story. I'm going to put my violin away, and I'm going to wrap up this video saying, hey, if you got any more questions, comments, I don't really... Yo, this man, yo, he spelled my name wrong, but it's too close to my name. Yo, gang, yo. I got to get off his live now, man. I appreciate y'all. Take it easy. Peace.